Referred Question 2J. It concerns lifting the Tabor limits on the climate action tax. For some background, 2 years ago, Denver voters approved a 0.25% increase to the sales and use tax dedicated to the Climate Protection Fund program for greenhouse gas reduction efforts. The tax was projected to produce $40 million in the first year, that was 2021, but due to largely unanticipated economic conditions, actually produced $41.3 million, an excess of $1.3 million. The city is required by the Tabor Amendment of the state constitution to refund excess taxes unless voters approve retaining and spending them. Referred Question 2J asks if the city may retain and spend all 2021 revenues derived from the 0.25% Climate Action Sales and Use Tax originally approved by the voters on November 3, 2020. The proposal would also continue to impose and collect the tax to the full extent of the 0.25% permitted by the original voter approval. Here are the pros and cons for 2J.
Proponents say Referred Question 2J is not a tax increase. At the November 2020 election, Denver voters overwhelmingly approved a sales and use tax increase to mitigate the effects of climate change in the city. This includes prioritizing over half of the funds for efforts to protect people of color and indigenous people, low-income communities, people living with chronic health conditions, babies, children, and older adults. Referred Question 2J allows voters the opportunity to support retaining these revenues and continuing the previously approved tax as required by Tabor. To date, these tax funds have been used for things like e-bike rebate programs, planting more than 2,000 trees, large community solar projects, and workforce development for green jobs. If 2J doesn't pass, dedicated funding to combat climate change will be permanently reduced.
No opposing comments were filed by the deadline.